Secure transmission established. This is Keeper. We may speak freely, Agent. Prepare to receive your orders.
I'm ready, sir. What's the assignment?
In short, subversion. You were chosen for this operation because of your exemplary performance during training. Imperial intelligence needs agents capable of working independently in the field. Now you apply your training to the real world. Nemro the Hutt and his organization run Jaguna, and you're in town to convince Nemro to supply the Empire.
Give me background. What are we working from?
Jaguna is an industrial town, and Nemro runs most of the industry. The Hutt supplies weapons, drugs, and raw materials, but not to us. We believe Nemro has been reluctant to lose Republic customers by publicly siding with the Empire. It's time he overcame this reluctance.
By force? Or did you have another method in mind?
It's too early to say for certain. We need to know what Nemro and his advisors are thinking before we can act. I want you to obtain access to the Nemro clan's inner circle. You require a cover identity. One of our contacts, an alien named G, has prepared a background for you and will provide the details.
So who am I going to be?
You'll be taking the role of a visiting pirate and trader. As I said, our contact will give you the details. Jig will be waiting for you at a safe house. Locate him, take what he offers, then report to me.
Are we sure this contact is trustworthy?
Jig won't betray us. Whether he succeeds at his assigned tasks is another matter. I'd be more concerned with the rest of the populace. Most of Jaguna is caught up in a turf war. Some of the gangs involved belong to the Hutts. Others are independent. Your combat training should see you through, but expect brutality and expect to be targeted. Jaguna isn't friendly to strangers. Now, find Jig and report back to me. Keep her out.
Total Gisbaba Apiatai.
Talk fast. I don't want to be seen with you.
Also total man. Vataranai angomis akananorm alas protas era. Gratai aptikte iruprit virtini savasia sa vebe kaegis.
If there's another red blade out there, won't that be a problem?
Small sio poputus mana ira padare mananan kali. Vataranai angomis akananorm alas protas era.
Get to the point already.
Acrodonomales, smogas total gisbava apiatai. Gratai aptikte iruprit virtini savasia sa vebe kaegis.
In other words, you messed up and want me to fix things.
Small sio poputus mana ira padare mananan kali. Gratai aptikte iruprit virtini savasia sa vebe kaegis. Vataranai angomis akananorm alas protas era. Sio taisek la prasma era. Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad ataveretag.
I had to kill people for those gifts, Jig. This had better work.
Ir principa zinima cad gis. Vataranai angomis akananorm alas protas era.
Jig, from this point forward, operational security will be at a premium. You will not contact us from this terminal again.
Small sio poputus mana ira padare mananan kali.
I understand you corrected Jig's mishandling of the situation, Agent. We'll now proceed.
That creature didn't just mishandle things. He messed up badly.
Possibly, but we will use him until he's outlived his function. Your next task is to access Nemro's inner circle. Present yourself to the Hutt as a fellow gangster, the Red Blade, and offer him Jig's gifts. One of the gifts is implanted with a listening device, which we will use to monitor conversations within Nemro's palace.
Are you listening for something specific?
At this juncture, our primary goal is to find weaknesses in Nemro's organization. Even if the Hutt won't join us, we might influence his lieutenants. Talk to Nemro and his men. Determine who we can turn and how we can sway them. We will be listening.
In that case, I better watch my mouth.
I expect my ears can handle it, Blade. Be careful what you say. And lose the accent. When you're in the Hutt Palace, you're no longer an Imperial. Contact me from the cantina once Nemro has his presence. Keep her out.
The pirate's on her way. Security droids say she's armed, but she won't be trouble.
Let's hope not. Here she is now.
I'll go tell the boss.
This is Carol's. Tell the throne room that the blades arrived. When Nemro shows, stay at least 5 meters back and don't come up unless you're called. One wrong move, and you're a pile of ash.
You worried I'm gonna cause trouble?
Just going over the rules. We've got a reputation, and we don't want any problems. Allow me to present Nemro the Hutt, the illustrious crime king of Jaguna.
Kutsi Namjihe Jatomi Ma Techu Gadwachine Oiga Anulia Okba Kisa Spina Perupa Dodi Buna Buna Manchika Bog Nonis Nemo.
It's more than you're worth, you pile of slime.
Yeta Choba Chawa Aita.
Not bad. Nemro, the idols here are real Orodium. The cloth looks like...
Manama Asha Pichu Kipuna Malituta Odmishka Kabano Tasema Ki Obaki Wata Banki Danko Batoga Wata
We have business to discuss.
Kunchuta Kasu Yali Koira Tokanti Kong.
Of course, mighty Nemro.
Gubajiji Goding Noli Makichi-san.
Kikuna mo. Uban chone alipa. Istin koto.
Kunchuta Kasu Yali Koira Tokanti Kong.
Looks like your audience with Nemro is over. You'll have to forgive the interruption. I've been working for that Hutt since he killed my gang when I was 13. Trust me, you can't talk to him when he's like this.
Seems like your boss has some temper. Why stay with him?
Because Nemro's got power and smarts, along with his temper. I like things a little more orderly than he does, but I don't complain. We're having trouble with the Fathra clan, and it's getting to all of us. Fathra's out of line, but the Hutt cartel hasn't bothered to interfere.
So it's a business dispute. What are you feuding over?
Everything. The mines, the factories, the slaving operations. Now look, I need to work up new plans with security, and keep an eye on Tothelshin to keep him from suggesting anything stupid. In the meantime, you're a guest, and you've got our permission to do business here. You got the run of the palace, so I'll see you around.
Well done, Agent. The listening device is working perfectly, and Nemro can keep no more secrets from us. Imperial intelligence has determined that Nemro's human lieutenant, Carlos Jarvis, is the weak link in his operation. You're going to twist the man until he serves us.
He won't be any trouble to manipulate.
Unfortunately, Carol's is on the verge of disfavor with Nemro, while the Twi'lek Lieutenant Tothelshin, I believe, is Nemro's rising star. I want you to go to Carol's and offer your services as the Red Blade. Do whatever is required to bring Carol's glory in Nemro's eyes.
What does Nemro have against Carol's?
Carol's work has been suffering due to the interference of the Fathra clan. Nemro finds that an unacceptable excuse for failure. One other thing, Agent. This operation of ours has drawn the attention of a member of the Dark Council, Darth Jadus himself. The Council's authority is second only to that of the Emperor. It's a rare honor for an intelligence operation to be overseen in this way.
We don't need the oversight of Sith to do our job.
Watch what you say. We answer to the Sith whether you feel we need them or not. Report back once you've rendered whatever aid Carol's requires. Keep her out.
Don't be in such a hurry, Blade. Don't you remember me? Your old buddy, Dino Ray? I don't think you looked this good when we met up on Hoth. Or so girly. But you couldn't be an imposter, you know your friend Dino.
Of Of course I remember you, Dino. How long it's been.
Little too long, it seems. Turns out we got a problem. You see, you don't look like the Blade I know. The Blade who owes me credits. But you say you're the Blade, my pretty lady friend. So I'll take you at your word and ask for my money. You understand?
I thought we were close, Dino. I thought you were my very, very close friend.
Yeah, I can see that. But come on, I really do need the cash if I'm gonna keep your secret.
Come on, you're a good guy. You take a girl's last few credits? Leave her broke and wanting?
Look, maybe I could let the debt slide just this once. For a friend? Dino and the Blade, you know?
I like the sound of that. I like it a lot, Dino.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, we could head to my room, get cozy, talk about old times. We got a lot in common, you and me.
Tempting, but I have other business. Maybe we can catch up another day.
Sure, another time. I'll even keep your secret. No one could say I wasn't good to you.
Blade, come on over. Glad to see you're enjoying the palace. Look, I've only got 5 minutes before I have to go meet with some alien freaks, and I want to ask you something. You've been around the galaxy a few times. What's it like dealing with the Empire?
Mind if I ask why you want to know?
You're one of the last real independents. I admire you for that, but your kind is dying out. The Hutts have taken control of the gangs, and I think real soon the Republican Empire will want control of the Hutts, even if Nimro won't believe it. So if we gotta pick a side, I want to pick a winner, and I don't see the Empire losing.
Sounds reasonable, but what are you going to do about it?
For starters, I make sure I'm not being stupid. There's more on the line than business. My sons are free traders. They're doing business in the Solar System. It's their first time dealing with the Empire, so I worry. I probably shouldn't. But you came to me for a reason. What can I do for you, Blade?
You know Hutta pretty well, but you don't have my skills. I thought we could partner up for a job.
Is that right? Normally I wouldn't, but lately I could use someone who works alone and gets results. Nemro's been stewing in his slime since we lost a shipment of rare ores in the Evokai lands. He blames me for some reason. Now the Evokai, they're Hutta natives from before the cartel came. They mostly want us dead. If you get that shipment back, I'll pay you good.
How much money are we talking about?
More than enough. I'm not negotiating. There's a work camp outside Jaguna. Nimro set it up for some Evokai who wanted peace. Bad deal. Poor rubes. The chief there, Odef, was supposed to talk to the other Evokai tribes about returning the ore, but he didn't come through. He knows something, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep. But I look forward to seeing if the Red Blade's as good as they say.
You said you were going to get the ore back.
I have done all I can. The other tribes, will not listen.
If you say so. Hey, you the Red Blade? Heard you were coming. Thought we'd soften up the chief for you.
Carol sent me. I'll take it from here.
He's all yours.
I am Odef of the Evokai, leader of the Volm, sacred keeper of histories. I greet you in peace, and I am grateful.
I heard you're the one to talk to about Nemro's missing ore.
Yes, I will talk, but it will not please you. It was the other tribes who attacked your shipment, the Evokai, who refused peace. In gratitude to Nemro for all he has done, I spoke to my misguided brothers, but they will not return Nemro's medals.
They won't even negotiate.
The tribes, they stole the shipment to spite the Hutts, and to use for themselves. They will make weapons, machines. They took the metals to their great village in the swamps. Only a beast or a shadow can enter. Seek the shipment there if you wish.
Thank you. You've been a great help.
I only do my part. I only want peace.
Slow down, Blade. Stay with me a while. We haven't had the chance to talk. I'm Kaleo. Nemro puts me in charge of the good stuff. His guns, his troops. the safety of his little palace. You can spare some time for me, right?
I'm in sort of a hurry right now. You'll have to make it quick.
Probably eager to get back outside. Blow the heads off a few locals. See who's stupid enough to act tough. I'm more interesting. Promise. You've got a nasty reputation, you know. I can't help wondering, why would the Red Blade finally visit the House of Nimro?
You've given it thought. Why don't you tell me?
I think you want what everyone wants. Money, power, maybe stir things up a little. I like to think you'll be trouble, Blade. You'll be bloodthirsty, treacherous. Because I could enjoy keeping an eye on a bloodthirsty, treacherous pirate.
You got a strange idea of fun, lady.
I get bored easily. Even Hutt perversions get old after a while. If you are trouble, take your time. I'd hate to stick a blaster to your head, or a slave collar around your neck, before I've seen everything you can do. That's all I wanted to say. You can go now.
You think you can make a threat like that and then just dismiss me?
I just did, didn't I?
Fathra will not stop his mining operations. He's going to keep tapping our gas pocket and cut our supply in half.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Don't play dumb with me, Tothlagen. Fathra doesn't need to steal our customers if he doesn't leave us any gas to sell, and we can't uproot him without help.
Punyukichawa joto jamba.
Idiot. Sorry about Tothlagen, Blade. Legitimate business brings out the worst in us. Makes me miss actual crime, you know? But it looks like you're about to brighten my day. You find the shipment?
If you have my money, then I've got your shipment.
You sound like my kids. The fee's been transferred to your account. You'll have access by the time you're back at your apartments. You earned every credit. I'd buy you a drink in the cantina, but I need to have a chat with Nimro. We should talk more another time, though. You do good work.
I appreciate it, Carols. Good luck with the hut.
Right. I'll need it.
The operation is proceeding well, Agent. Thanks to your intervention, Carol's Jarvis will once again have Nemro's ear. I took note of your meeting with Nemro's security chief, Kaleo. You handled yourself well. Still be on your guard. We've identified her as a freelance assassin, enforcer, and anarchist. She's been attached to a dozen employers in half as many years, using several different aliases.
What's she doing with Nemro?
Unknown. In all likelihood, she needed the credits. And if she truly has no loyalty to the Hutt, we may be able to use her in the future. On to more immediate concerns. Nemro operates a major Schwash gas mine on Hutta. The Empire wants access to Nemro's refined gas. Unfortunately, Fathra is tapping the same gas pocket as Nemro. We need to destroy Fathra's operations in the rust yards before Nemro's grinds to a halt.
Can't we just buy the gas from Father instead?
Nemro's refineries produce Schwash usable as a precision explosive. Fathra can't refine the gas to the same degree, and he's wasting it by trying. He will travel to Fathra's mining facility and place explosives in the drill shaft, destroying the equipment and collapsing part of the gas pocket. You'll need to strip a uniform and credentials off the facility guards to pass the final security checkpoint. A working disguise is imperative.
What if I can't find a guard in my size?
I'm sure you'll make do. Your disguise may not hold up under close inspection, so avoid conversation. The explosives have already been delivered to your room. Once you're finished, go back to Carol's Jarvis and make sure he knows what happened. Take the credit if you like.
I'll be back soon.
One more thing, Agent. Darth Jadis pays increasing attention to your work. He will reward success or failure appropriately, and I will not intervene. Report back after you've destroyed the mine and inform Carols of the results. Keep her out.
You'll get the gory details after I report to Nemro. Figure you can wait that long?
Looks like I'll have to. But you don't get...
Blade, nice you decided to come by, but I was just telling Carols I can't stay. I know you understand.
That girl's a handful. But she's good at what she does, I'll give her that.
What does she do exactly? Besides swagger and carry a blaster.
Officially, she's Nemro's chief enforcer. Truth is, most of the troops are terrified of her, so she keeps our people in mind more than Fathra's. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. Those explosions in the rust yards, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I think it was some sort of explosion. Don't know the details.
Is that right? Reports say Fathra's mining equipment was destroyed. Half of the Schwarzgas pocket collapsed. It's good news, Blade, however it happened. With Fathra's mines broke down, we can increase production. Fathra will want revenge, of course, but we'll be ready. Look, I have something for you. You'll like it. I'll send it to your room. You done good work for us. You deserve more than credits. Which reminds me, how long are you staying on Hutta?
What makes you ask?
Well, if you're still around in a few weeks, I'd like you to meet my sons. They'll be home from their trading expedition. I think you'd get along. Think about it is all I'm saying. Now get going. I'm sure you have other business to take care of.
Come on, Lunti, we don't have time to waste here. Too late. Hey there, you must be the Blade.
You want to explain why you were in my room?
Well, we were paid pretty well, for starters. Lunti here was installing a listening device before you interrupted. Someone wanted to know what you were up to, but I guess that plan's off now.
All right. So what's the new plan?
New plan is killing you. Sorry about this.
I understand Nemro's Schwarzgas production is back on schedule, Agent. Excellent work. Keep it up and Darth Jadis may loosen his grip on operations. However, I'm afraid unforeseen circumstances have caused a problem.
You mean the people who broke into my room?
No, that's a separate matter, and one I advise you to watch closely. But it isn't what concerns me now. 3 days ago, Carlos Jarvis's sons encountered a Sith apprentice in Imperial space. A dispute broke out. One son died and the other was crippled. When Carlos hears that a Sith slaughtered his child, his sympathy for the Empire will evaporate. We can no longer use him to get to Nemro.
Can we keep him from finding out?
No. Carlos is close to his sons, and the circumstances of the encounter aren't exactly secret. He'll learn sooner or later. Now, I have a plan to solve our present dilemma, but first we need Carol's out of the way.
Are you sure that's necessary?
It's unfortunate, but it's the only way to proceed. I'm sending you an interference program on a computer spike. Go to Carol's suites in the palace. Activate the spike to black out his security monitors. You'll be able to eliminate Carol's and his bodyguards without being seen. When Nemro's people investigate, they'll recognize the jamming program as Republic technology.
I'm not sure I want to do this, Keeper.
You don't have to be sure, so long as the job gets done. Tathalishan, Nemro's Twi'lek advisor, already expects Fathra to seek revenge for the destruction of his mines. Our job is to show that the Republic helped Fathra kill Carol's. Once Carol's is gone, speak to Tathalishan about his suspicions. As Carol's friend, you'll promise to do whatever it takes to find the assassins.
Is that right? How am I going to find the real killer?
For now, get to Carol's suites and use the computer spike. We'll discuss more once Carol's is eliminated and Tathalishan's suspicions have been aroused. Keep her out.
What's going on here? You thought you'd just go and switch sides? Damn you!
I'm sorry, Carols. It's nothing personal.
I don't understand. I helped you. I trusted you. We had a bond. And now you murder my men, wave a weapon in my face? But I guess that doesn't matter much. So let's go. You and me, Blade. The young punk against the old gang leader.
I wish it could have been different. You deserve better.
You think you're the first piece of scum who's tried to kill me? I was fighting thugs in Jaguna streets when I was half your age. I can handle you.
Piti do tenyago kakajujo, da biska ku paliya.
Chiliska chanagawa ni chicos pa inikudade. Nujaki jawa, jodo ke gwanga joska.
Chakita Hutta. Kunta chuta. Kasuyali kulira. Kanki kung.
Sounds like you're having trouble with Nemro.
Wonki ata chakapa tonka. Jisa bicha. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka. Piti do tenyago kakajujo. Da biska ku paliya.
I didn't help Carol's for free. Are you going to pay me for my time?
O kakiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia. Pliska taka yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta. Yinga yinga kijita. Nimni tanuv alelo kwekuta. Kunta chuta. Kasuyali kulira. Kanki kum. O kakiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
I'll look into it. Might take some time.
Patoga wata kiko uba kiriwata buki donko.
So, this is where you've been hiding. Nice. Is the blood on the floor fresh, or did that come with the room?
You shouldn't have come here. We already played this game.
True. But the rules are a little different this time. You've been all over town racking up quite a body count. And I know what you did to Carol's. You're after something bigger than Emerald. I'm not sure what, and I'm not sure why. But I want in on it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm an ambitious girl, and all I'm asking for is my cut. Think about it. And think about what I could do for you.
Allow me to respond to that.
What's this now?
We know who you are, Kaleo Janus, and we are willing to offer you a deal. I am Keeper. I represent Imperial intelligence, as does my operative. We are aware of your activities on Ratatak, Ord Mantell, and Brental's Fall, as well as your affiliations. Your skills could prove useful, and we are willing to offer you a place in our ranks. You would become a very well-paid servant of the Empire.
I've heard worse propositions. What do you think, Agent? You want me on your side?
You could be an asset to us. I won't object.
I was looking to trade up anyway. And I'm guessing I can ride you a ways before you break. Count me in. But call me a servant of the Empire again, and I'll bust your face.
Charming. We'll discuss the details later. As for you, Agent, Tarthalion is convinced that Fathra the Hutt is a major threat to business. Well done. Now we must bring Tarthalion proof that Fathra has support from the Republic. The first step is to obtain a holodisk from Fathra's palace. The disk contains holo recordings of all Fathra's dealings. The Hutt is too paranoid for his own good. You'll have to break into his archives to get it.
It'll mean lifting security codes off the palace overseers. Like you said, paranoid Hutt.
Noted. Once you reach the archives, use this computer spike on the holodisk. It will be altered to show Fathra meeting with Republic officers. Then bring the forgery to Tarthalion.
Forging evidence is risky business, Keeper.
We have decided that the risk is acceptable. With Tarthalion convinced that his enemies are allied with the Galactic Republic, have no doubt. He will turn to us for help. We are in the endgame. Elia will accompany you on this mission and will act under your command.
Last time I went to Fathra's palace, I had so many adrenals in my system I was coming down for a week. This should be entertaining.
Malam biamgin, hamgam nea be kabraka. Manala yang perlu, amka kalami naya kira nubua.
Hello, Non. What brings you down here? Fathra finally ordered you to check out the shooting?
Nulilak apa jam kamgram, amka nem nang nemua inuk. Kali ruma, mereka baka lebek ruma.
I like that about you, Non. You only bet on a sure thing.
Naya memgem kaligam, gegwa nam karek naya memak.
No need for formality, really. Just Blade is fine.
Agaka memek pem namek, kimi gam kap kalak.
Non wanted me for himself when I got to Hutta. He couldn't afford me.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni kamgram.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we make a deal instead?
Karakimi, a nikag, kaneak gak akiguamjam.
You've got to be kidding. We can kill Non. Even make it past his guards if we're lucky.
I'd rather not count on luck. If we can negotiate, let's negotiate.
Ugh, fine. The Blade does have a point, Non. Father really doesn't trust you. Did he warn you he was going to kill Carol's Javis?
Manalak laki napi nekkameraka.
Don't be stupid. Father set you up to take the blame. He kills Carol's, Nemro kills... guess who?
Lamya ke kana. Bumi nenepe.
Would you bet your life on that?
Bene manama imek. Akalak lam kapek.
Drag yourself over to Nemro, help him out, and the Hutt might spare you. Probably not, but he might.
Manala yang perlu. Amka kalami naya kira nubua.
I'm glad we could settle this. Nice meeting you, Non-Veako.
Mamni lebek bak manuk. Meraka naja ki nama bamyak.
That's it then. Better hope your boss knows how to make a convincing forgery. Of course, there's going to be a bloodbath once Nemro and Tothlegen see what's on the disc.
How do you know what's on the holodisc?
All I know is what your keeper told us. But I'm not stupid. If that disc really names all of Fathra's business partners, it probably identifies half the people in Jaguna. Merchants, gangsters, debtors, the usual scum. When Nemro gets a hold of it, he'll want revenge on anyone who dared to go to Fathra behind his back. There'll be bodies clogging the gutters for weeks.
It's brutal, but if it helps Nemro, it could help our position.
It would make Nemro happy, but I doubt it'd actually help his business. Different things. If you're feeling queasy, you could always erase the extra data and scratch up the disk. Make it look like only the doctored recording miraculously survived the damage. So, we deliver Keeper's forgery without the real data. Nemro doesn't get his revenge spree. The risk is that Tothlegen figures out you erased the good stuff.
I'm not endangering the mission to protect the lowlives of Hutta.
Aw, aren't we dedicated? I knew I'd learn something about you on this mission. Now let's get that thing to Tothlegen and see what happens. Hello, Tothlegen. The Red Blade claims to have something to show you.
Manchi do ti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Mokili mo clunky. Nik mi chawa welmo.
I stole these recordings from Fathra's palace. Take a look.
Poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki. Pliska taka, yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta.
Nakma noya choski nawi kuchuzu, yo mata chitoya. Kapatonga, chisa bijabongi chikatoko.
That's what it looks like. What are you gonna do?
Va fapaji, wanda humpa, murira pampabura.
Imache, churon chica jiliska chanaga.
Jiliska tananga ime chaicho, ronchika.
Is there anything else I can do for you or your clan?
Tonda hoyachi.
Dobata jimoa tusawa, mikuna posta morulia.
Chipawa dolodanguma.
The deed is done, Agent. Nemro is already contacting Imperial embassies looking to establish relations. He'll be eating out of our hands within the month. In the short term, our chemical and stimulant stockpiles will nearly double. In the long term, we're a step closer to bringing all of Hutta under Imperial control. I'll make my full report to Darth Jadis shortly. I expect he'll be very pleased with our work.
Assuming he's satisfied, does that mean Jadis will leave Imperial intelligence alone?
I wouldn't assume anything at this juncture. Besides which, that isn't your concern. Your mission is now complete. There's a shuttle waiting for you in Jaguna. It will take you to Drummond Cast. Once you've arrived on planet, report to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters in the Citadel. I'll debrief you there.
Acknowledged and understood.
Khalil, you will also report to Drummond Cast. I assume Nemro won't be surprised by your sudden disappearance.
He'll be hurt, but no one will be surprised that I left with the blade.
And he's certainly not the first employer you've walked out on. In any case, I'll expect to see both of you soon.
Hold on. Who else has Khalil betrayed?
This isn't the time or place for that, Agent. Report to the shuttle as soon as possible. Keep her out.
Atrodo normales. Smogas total gisbaba apiatai.
Jeeg, I wasn't expecting to hear from you again.
Abravimos brandimus prostis cad atveredag. Vataranai angomis akananoam, alas protas era.
You told me the real blade was far away. What's he found out?
Smalsio poputus mana ira padare mananan kali. Acrodonomales, smogas total gisbava apiatai.
I don't like killing G.
Visimano. Graitai aptikte, iruprit vertini savasia salvebe caegis.
So, you're the one who killed my men. The pretender who wants to be the Blade.
Who are you? What men?
I sent some thugs to raid your room. Since I never heard back, I assume you dealt with them. They wouldn't have the stomach to betray me. I'm the Red Blade, you worm. The real Red Blade. And you've got one chance to explain yourself before I burn a hole through your head.
Prove that you're the real Blade. Then we'll talk.
Ha! You've got guts, kid. It's almost too bad that I have to kill you. Damn you, pretender.